hell, it's noontime, and two boys from Brooklyn want to serve you a huge portion of humor for lunch. So let's break out the lunch pail. Or the sandwich you packed. Les Dunn and Freddie S. bring you jokes and nostalgia mixed in with some important information about medicine, food, dating, or just the stuff you need to help that bagel go down nice and smooth. And if you have a story about anything you want to share, a bad date, a movie review, or just a strange thing that happened to you at work, call in and join the fun toll free at 1-800-889-0267 right now. So sit back and let's start the lunch break. Les Dawn and Freddie S. are ready to go. So here are the boys from Brooklyn and Dawn.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
We're on.
That's beautiful.
Good afternoon, South Florida, Atlanta, New York City, Boston, Chicago. Listen, I'm excited today. Forget about all that other crap.
Hello to everybody.
Hello.
Why are you excited?
Because we just got notification that we will be doing 4 shows from the stem cell.
4 days.
4 days.
Wow.
That's 4 shows.
Next week?
4 shows, 4 days. Where are we going to be?
The Stem Cell Summit Convention Center in West Palm Beach.
The World Stem Cell Summit
This
will
is
be
like the
here
Super Bowl
in
for
South
them.
Florida
Yeah.
next week.
That's
The
right.
6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Yeah. It's like the Super Bowl for them.
Super Bowl for us.
And
It's going to be fun.
Amp will be there, and we're going to be televising it.
We'll be live streaming. We'll be doing interviews and big news. Tuesday is a public day. So it is open to the public. You can come out, meet the speakers, meet the researchers, see the science, astronauts in space. It's going to be
Astronauts
amazing.
in space.
Yes.
There's going to be an astronaut in space?
An astronaut's coming to talk
Really?
about stem cells in space. Yes.
Holy
Stem cells in space.
Cord blood. So many things to talk about. It's going to be huge.
But
We
this
thought the
is-
one day at the Women's Expo was big. It's 4 days. I may need a hotel room in West Palm Beach.
Here you go with the hotel room. Here we go. Every time she works, got to get a room.
I need a hotel room.
I'm like that too.
Right.
I'm all for it.
Go big or go home.
That's right.
I'd rather go big than go home in between.
Well, I got to
so.
work at night after the summit, but I'm excited anyway that we got the gig. And 1-800-889-0267. Get your pen and pencils out because we got lots of stuff to sell you today.
To sell,
Lot of
to
stuff.
tell.
Sell and tell. Tell and sell.
Big news also, though.
Big news.
We're on Periscope. So all
Yes,
our
we
friends that
are.
are watching us in Dubai yesterday,
You know, I'm going to
welcome.
tell you something. Connecticut.
Yes.
Everywhere we went yesterday to all the meetings, this one was, I'm a big star in Dubai.
Did we? Wait, we were talking. We went to see David Rosenberg yesterday. You thought what he brought here on Monday from
Oh,
Rosenberg
no.
Diamonds was
Forget
insane?
about it. Forget about it.
His vault is clear.
A clear vault?
It's-
He has a plexi
The
bulletproof
door is a
glass.
plexi bulletproof vault.
Right?
It's a vault.
It is beyond. You can see the spiders and the colors and the diamonds, and it's just beyond.
She
even
wanted
what
to
you can
move
see.
into the vault and live.
Of
I says, no, you
course.
can't live in there. Yes,
Just-
I can.
let's just go play in the vault.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
And
But-
nothing's out in the showroom because it is so exclusive that everything stays in the vault. It's by
course.
appointment only, and then it comes out
Oh,
on,
one of those.
on a need-to-know basis.
Very nice.
And we're thinking of doing a reality show down at the station, at his
At his
office.
showroom, we're going to do a reality show.
You guys are crazy.
Is that amazing?
guys are
Play
really
with the
doing-
diamonds. We're going to set up a party. We'll talk to Dylan.
Oh, my head hurts.
Do a pilot. You'll
We're going to
come.
be doing shows from down there.
Oh, my God.
That's nothing.
Get me a Kevlar vest, please.
That's nothing. Remember the show that we did on the boat?
Yes.
I got 4 invitations, 4 different boats
Oh, my God.
to do shows.
You're crazy.
Right?
We just were running out of days. Is the thing.
Just get that Cuba gig. I want to go to Cuba.
Cuba be in February.
All right.
That's if Donald doesn't blow up the world.
But you know what? There's a firewall, so it's going to have a hard time sending it over here. So we have to get
There
past
ain't
the
gonna be no
firewall.
hard time. I already spoke.
fly
to
over the
them.
wall?
Go fly over the wall.
I have friends in low places.
Oh,
We are
wow.
low places. Yeah, let's not even go there. We're live streaming on Facebook at AMP2 TV Productions, and we are live streaming on Periscope. We now have the go-ahead with Periscope. Thank you so much. At hashtag AMP2 TV Productions, and hashtag Two Boys from Brooklyn on Twitter, and hashtag Two Boys from Brooklyn on Instagram. How's that? Does that about cover it for now?
That's about covered for now.
Awesome. What else is going on?
Nothing.
Big news. Did you know there's a new word in the dictionary?
Oh, no, what is it?
Xenophobia.
Of course.
It is now on dictionary.com.
What?
How is it? That's always been. I've known that word since the 80s.
I know,
Wait,
so
what-
it's not
what's the
such a
word?
new word.
What's the word?
Xenophobia.
What the hell is that?
It's the fear of anything foreign or anything that isn't that isn't indigenous.
To our
What
culture.
does that mean?
What is indigenous? Never mind.
You can't give me a definition with words I don't understand.
You're supposed to know what indigenous
I
means.
don't.
Yeah, that
I'm
he
only
doesn't.
a college graduate. I don't understand. I didn't get a PhD.
Well, I've-
Indigenous, native to our country.
yes.
What are you, Webster? Native to our country.
Dictionary.com.
So this is
Indigenous.
fear of things of this
foreigners.
country?
Fear of foreigners or
Foreigners.
anything that is foreign to you.
Foreign to me or
Xenophobia.
foreigners? You know, I'm getting
Foreigners.
psychedelic here.
Foreigners.
of different cultures.
Yes.
Who told what
But
is
some
that
people
anymore?
take it to the extreme, you know that.
Of course they do, which is why that is the word now in the new dictionary.
I've always called
Dictionary.com.
myself, in fact, a xenophile myself, because I love all things foreign and foreigners.
Xenolove.
You
Yes.
what yourself?
I'm a xenophile.
A
who?
xenophile. And not a xenophobe.
I'm not a xenophobe. I'm a
She's
xenophile.
not, there's no fear of, there's the love of.
And many, many years ago, there was a record. There was a record company called Xenophile Records because it was all world music.
I need
You
an
know,
answer.
that would be nice.
Yep.
What?
Just keep spreading the love. Love of
Exactly.
world music. Do you see?
Do you
Yeah,
like
really.
Do you like the store Pier 1? Because if you like Pier 1, you're a xenophile because things come from other countries, and I love things that come from other countries. Why not?
I love everything foreign. I love cheese. I love
Of course you
everything.
wine, right?
Yesterday, I took Freddie for a new experience.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Oh, Nelly.
Did
Raw
it-
juice.
Oh, very nice. Did he like it? No, he didn't like it.
I
He looked
loved
at the
it.
menu and said, "This is food?"
Yes.
Said it's the Dawn diet. It's food in a cup.
But
It's
first,
liquid.
time out.
Where did you
Time out.
guys go?
Raw juice. Next to Rosenberg Diamonds.
The raw juice place. Okay, because I get raw juice at Whole Foods.
It was 3:30, so we had to balance the 2 bottles of wine we had yesterday.
Right.
So we needed some substance. So we went to raw juice.
Sometimes I go to Whole Foods just for a shot of ginger. I'm good to go.
Just a kick.
Yep.
What'd you think of raw juice, Freddie?
I loved it. But you know how hard
He's
it is
preoccupied.
to suck that raw juice stuff? It's
No.
hard.
No, it's not.
Because it's thick. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Because it's thick.
Are you getting yelled at?
Well, it's because you got
Yes,
the
I'm
almond
getting
milk
yelled
base.
Because it's what based?
He had the almond milk base.
Oh, it's thicker, yeah.
But it was all good. So new experience as always.
What did you
What I
have?
love about what we do. I think it was called A, B, and J, but had cashew milk.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I know. It was really good.
I tried a sample from a guy wearing a banana outfit at Whole Foods, and it was banana milk.
Really?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
he was wearing a banana
You
costume.
guys ever heard of banana milk?
It was very interesting.
Huh.
It was like milky banana.
Now that we're talking about all these holistic foods and smells,
It was he was the CEO and creator, and he was dressed in the
banana milk.
yeah, and he was
It's
dressed
always
as banana.
interesting that they have all these nut milks because you think, where's the milk come from?
Yeah, I know, right?
Right?
You can't milk an almond.
So we're going to move the mic closer to your mouth, Elena, and you can give us, it can lift the
Say
arm.
The arm, yeah, there you go.
There you go. And then we can ask you
And then-
questions and actually hear you.
Pull it forward. There you go.
You could
You're on the right track. Don't be
and
sprayed.
move that one closer to your mouth. All right.
And
very
now we're good.
All right. So what are we doing?
We're talking about nut milks.
Yeah.
We have Elena Bensonoff with us of Holistic now that we've got that under control. And I met Elena at the Women's Empower Expo, which was an amazing event. As you know, we keep bringing guests more and more forward on our show from the expo. And Elena came all the way over from Tampa, from the other side, to be on our show. We'll have a double shot Wednesday because Elena and Gurm will also be on Two Broads from Boca tonight at 7 on 1470 AM and 95.3. So we're going to keep you working all day.
We're
Welcome
excited
to
to
the
be
east
here.
side of Florida.
Thank you. Well, we're happy to be here.
Well, she brought with her some stuff.
Talk about smells.
Some stuff.
You know, yesterday we did wines and we discussed the experience. To that experience, we're now adding chocolate elixir perfume. Oh my gosh,
Well, holy smokes, that stuff is unbelievable.
right?
I like the one that's
need-
on your left wrist. That's the one I like more than the one that's on the right wrist.
You like this one?
That one. I love that
You
one.
This
like the
was the
chocolate?
elixir.
So that was the chocolate elixir.
Immediately, I knew it was chocolate. Before she even
That
said,
was the elixir.
oh my
Yeah.
god,
Walk around and smell me.
amazing.
No,
We're all very close here.
I like the other one.
You
I
like
like the other one.
You like the perfume. You like
Oh
the
man, I'm
chocolate
gonna tell you
perfume.
something. That thing, I got about 15 different places and diamonds and stuff you can mix that up with.
I'm glad you clarified that with the diamonds because
Yeah,
the
I
places
know.
was a
I
little
know.
broad.
Yeah, be careful, especially after
I had to
the
change it real quick.
especially after the Red Sox thing yesterday. The
You never know where I might take you.
What's wrong with the rest of
You
it?
never know the vision we may create by the end
Exactly.
of today.
Oh, you know what? What you did yesterday, don't do again today. Okay? let's not do that. It's just
It
not.
just means I have a gift for words. If I can take you guys both to a different place with what I say, that's pretty amazing.
Did you see how the room went quiet?
yeah, we were speechless.
Holy s-
We were visualizing an
Yes.
experience.
Visualize.
It's great.
Well, I was discussing a visualization, and they happened to go there. And then you could tell they both went because radio silence.
It was
It's not
everybody.
good
Wasn't
on a
only
radio
us.
show.
The lady with the wines also.
Yes.
Everybody went
We were
quiet.
all quiet.
Everyone went quiet because everyone went to their own little place on this visualization. Well, wow. So imagine adding what Elena has.
We were speechless.
I know.
Well,
Well,
it's just
welcome,
like walking
Elena.
into a chocolate store, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Elena Gurm. Elena, the founder of Holistic,
Yes.
which is what? Give us
Give us a
So,
little background.
some
so
background on
holistic
you.
is really encompassing healing mind, body, and soul. And we incorporate both of our knowledge and expertise from probably over 20 years of work in different fields. My background is, and I still am licensed as a pharmacist in the state of Florida, even though I don't practice it anymore. But I incorporate my knowledge and the science that I also learned from functional medicine. I'm board certified in that. And I use that with spirituality and do healing work with people.
Well, that's a deadly combination. Because you get in below the skin, because you know how the human body works.
Yes.
So you're in tune with that, and then you mix some of this other stuff.
So, and then of course we created a whole line of products for face, body, chakra system that also is there to support people to connect them to their senses, open them up so the process of healing can take place.
Now, do you have a center in Tampa?
Yes.
Wow. No, the road trip.
I'm all for it.
You
Road
can
trip.
come
You
for
have to
some
come with that
healing.
I'll drive.
What inspired you to leave conventional pharmacy and do what you do now?
So it probably started in one of my medical functional medicine courses that I was in. It was actually the first module that I was taking, and one of the cardiologists had us get up and said, "We're going to practice Qigong." And I thought, what is this Qigong? And I realized that I could feel energy flowing between my hands.
Really?
And that really made me curious and want to explore it further.
So how did you do that? What was your first? Because that was your first experience.
That
so
was
he
the
said,
first-
"Let's do," and you did what? You
And
rubbed
then I
your
came
hands,
back.
or-
Yeah, it was really so rubbing my hands together and then moving them apart and moving them closer again. So
I
by
feel it
doing
just by her doing that.
so just by doing that, I recognized, oh, there's something to it. And a couple of my friends were there with me, and I said, you know what? When we go back to Tampa, we need to find a Qigong teacher and just start practicing it, because there's really a deeper connection to why we're all feeling the way we're feeling, right? Why we're sick, and there's so many reasons behind that. And perhaps there is more to what the physical eye meets, right? There's a whole layer, this energy layer. And that's when, at that time, I also went to study Ayurvedic medicine, which is ancient Indian medicine philosophy of how to read chakras. I learned herbology there, also reading pulses, which I don't use that in my practice at the moment. And then I was turned on to studying with different teachers from around the world, because my light was on and I could no longer go back to the way I was practicing before. I learned herbology there, also reading.
You having fun with that?
That was Periscope.
Awesome.
Very
I've never
nice.
seen it before in this hour. Sorry.
But I
So-
like.
Periscope
I,
is working.
So
hold on.
is-
Hold on. I like that she said, "My light was on." What a beautiful way
light?
to put that. It's very intuitive. It's very
Right.
nice.
My next question was, then you obviously you've been awakened to you.
Completely, yes.
And how did that make you feel? And more importantly, how did those around you?
That's a
How do you
great
feel?
question, because when that started to happen, initially I began to reject and not understand why I had to go through all the science education, because I embraced my new way of being and seeing in such a loving way that I was really rejecting all the other medicine and, you know, the pharmacology and the science of everything that I learned in the past. But it truly wasn't until I accepted both and integrated both that I aligned myself with what I do at the moment.
And what about everybody else around you? How did they
So
perceive you?
that was the big thing. Initially, I was really afraid to share with a lot of the people, a lot of my colleagues, what I do, because I wasn't sure what they will think.
Right.
But I've had really a few amazing supportive friends from the medical community who were there supporting me, and I was supporting them. And the transition was kind of flawless. They were there for me, guiding me, saying, you have a gift, and you should share it and speak up about what you see and what you feel.
So did you go from student to teacher?
Yes.
Interesting. And then as you become now a teacher, you've opened up to different, like the scents that I saw, the
smells.
Right. So then I went to study natural perfume making, natural product making. So yes, and I believe that that is one of the most profound ways that as human beings we have this incredible gift to connect to ourselves, and our sense of smell is our primal sense, and it's such a gift because we connect to it so easily. And at the same time, we take it for granted by not smelling natural things, and how incredible they are in opening us up to receiving more information, more light into our body.
It's really cool because now that she has the perfumes going, now you can add to the mix.
You know, we talk about so many people and their different gifts, and their gift of music, and their gift of words. We have authors on the gift of creativity and art. And now we talk about another sense, and it takes you back to the basics of the senses, the energy, and now you work with the sense of smell.
Yes.
And why it's so important. When we were in Orlando a few weeks ago, I knew Elaine was having a seminar. So when we first met, I put that into our agenda, and I got up Saturday morning to go over. My daughter had hurt her back the day before at the gym, and she couldn't walk. She could not move. But she went with me because we knew this was going to be an amazing event. She walked in literally broken. She could barely walk up the steps.
Yes.
When we left 2 hours later, and Elena and Gurm were so kind, and you had a massage therapist that was just magic watching him,
Yes.
she walked out without pain. And she didn't take any meds. She took 2 Aleve, so it wasn't the Aleve that did it. And the energy, you could feel the energy in the room shift over those 2 hours. It was, and you can't explain it in words. You just had to feel it.
And that's how energy works.
Well, I got a bigger question. Let's use your daughter as an example.
Okay.
Because she walked out pain-free.
Yep.
Okay. Has she changed since that day to today?
So what we did is Elena walked everyone through, and we're jumping all over the place here.
Yeah, but there's a reason I'm
A
asking.
meditation on feeling better and your chakras.
Right.
And then she has Elena has a system of chakra.
The assessment or chakra?
Your smell. I don't know what you call them.
the
Your system, your chakra system.
Yeah.
And there's a different scent for every part of the system.
Right.
So Chelsea walked out with a few of those, and she's been using them. And when she feels her system is weak, whichever system it is, she rubs it on. It's on a roll-on, and she says she feels so much better. She does it multiple times a day.
That's so great.
So yes, it is definitely helping her. And, you know, we all know how the different worlds work in energy world. So her enlightenment has been coming since we've been to you.
That's great. So she's become more aware.
She's become more aware of her energy and her light, yes.
She posted something on Facebook, which was really unique. It's
She
a
did?
painting that she did. And then it was what she wrote, the one with the painting. And the reason that I'm asking you the question is because it seems all of a sudden like the light switch has turned on. You know, the funny thing about watching people get lit up is that they like little dolls, and they run around the room and they don't know what to do with themselves. And all of a sudden you start sending out messages and paintings and colors and pictures.
And you say, why? I don't know. I just felt I needed to share.
That's right. They don't know why, but they know they have to. And that's the beginning. That's so it begins.
You know what I find so interesting is Gurm sits here and he watches. And he sat at the seminar and he taught with Elena, but the rest of the time he sits very quietly and he watches.
That's right.
An observer.
Well, his key
He is an observer.
observation.
Yes.
I'm just listening at the moment, yes.
But I find that just to watch the different worlds that we all live in, because I come from a medical background, and Faith Washington, who we've had on, is medical and a pharmacist, and everything seems to keep coming back to our energy world. So the worlds do collide;
True.
they work together.
True.
But when they're separate, it's unique to bring everyone together.
Yes.
Well, pharmacists have a uniqueness because you guys understand the chemical composition of the body.
Yes.
He understands the psychological composition of the body. So therein lies the connection.
Yes.
But,
And actually, there is no difference between objects and energy. So science actually says that matter is condensed energy. So everything around us is energy. So we deal anyway with energy.
absolutely, a tree, a thick tree, is alive.
Right.
There's more energy in the bark of a tree than anything else.
Absolutely.
But you have to be able to observe it.
You shared a story about one of your clients, a high school boy who's autistic.
Yes.
Would you share that story, because it will blow everybody away?
So I always find it fascinating to work with people that have some kind of disability. And I had a mom who brought her, actually both of her kids, and one of her sons had autism and has autism. He's about 16 years old, really big guy, over 250 pounds, I believe. And he came in and she said he's not severely autistic, he's functionally autistic, but I could tell that his speech was not very clear and he wasn't communicating a lot, and he has real major social issues being at school. So the way that I work is the parent usually has to leave unless they're begging me to stay in the room. He's 16 years old and he wanted the two of us to have the space to work together. And so he's laying down on the table, and as soon as I started working on him, his voice became very clear, and he was channeling information about his past lives, the purpose of why he's here.
Oh my gosh.
And one of the things that really was fascinating to me is he said that he's here to be a voice for those children and people that cannot speak.
Is that amazing?
It was really amazing. And then he said that he could see the energy that was coming through me and to him through my hands. And he gave me a lot of information about himself and what was happening and his perception on the world. He was actually thinking that everyone can have this gift and can see these things. So when we were done with the session, his mom was really shocked that he could see this. And he said, "Mom, I thought that you could do the same thing."
See, that's the most interesting part of it, is you opened him up, you gave him his voice with what you did through energy.
Yes.
But his perception in his mind was, doesn't everyone do this?
Right.
He's on a different plane.
Completely.
You know, so,
Autistic children are definitely...
so when you think about what we think in the medical world for autism and what this young man thinks in his mind, he's just on a different spiritual plane. And he thinks, well, everyone can do what I do.
True.
So that's his gift.
Right.
And one of you talked about that. Everyone's gift is different. It's not a disability, but it's a gift in a different light.
Right. And it's really a gift that once we acknowledge that, whether we know someone personally in our life, whether it's a child or another adult, we can embrace that and perhaps learn from whatever that person is going through. And maybe what you were thinking, I talked about how I said that our soul communicates to our physical body through these powerful messages called emotions and feelings. When we choose to ignore them long enough, the messages become denser and louder, and that's physical symptoms. And when you choose to ignore that long enough, it becomes full-blown disease. And I say to my patients that it's actually a gift when you have a disease, because it's your chance to really recreate what you desire in your life and to learn from it. So what happened before and what is going to be your next steps moving forward.
And what do you do? And that's an interesting question. So what
Right.
do you do to how do you move it forward? How do you
So
how
it's
do you communicate?
it's recognizing that there is a difference where a person will come and say, I want you to cure me, I want this pill to cure me, versus, so you're giving your power away when you're saying, I want this to cure me, versus I'm becoming active in the process and I will allow the healing to take place.
Yeah.
And that is really going to the root and working on physical, emotional, mental, every single phase where you are an active participant in it versus giving your power away to someone else and saying, you're going to fix me. And I don't want to deal with deep-seated, rooted issues.
So how do we share, moving away from the illness for a second, how do you share your secret? How do we share, how do we become part of the tribe?
How do we get in touch with our own healing?
Yeah, something like that.
Our own light?
Yeah, okay. I'm thinking about you have the light
And you want it?
I want to be lit up. I want you to light me up.
How do you share?
Because I have to accept it, but you know what I'm saying?
So how do you share your energies?
Sure, it's really about you. Every single person has that light. And it's really allowing yourself to have the moment of silence, to relax your body and to feel into your body, and to acknowledge and release things that don't belong in your physical body.
There you go.
And
the
you
light
do
for
that
the
through
light.
smell?
You can do that through smell.
The
It's
system
really
that you
through-
created, you do through smell,
So
sensory?
smell, meditation. We have like yoga poses that you can do. There's juice recipes. So it's really connecting to every sense.
Oh, you can look at the chakras, and then you can make your own smoothie like we did yesterday.
Right, we were the
Delish.
No, I think.
She has recipes on her cards.
Oh,
She
cool.
has recipe on her cards.
Yes.
Okay, but I think, going back to the smells, I think that that's the easiest way because it doesn't require you to go into a yoga pose. It doesn't require you to do anything
Sure.
physical.
Right.
All you have to do is wear it in certain areas, right?
But it's
Certain
also
areas?
about making it meaningful. So it's not just putting it on and not
Oh, no,
thinking
no,
about
of course,
anything.
Of course, but then you say, because you have to get permission from people to come forward anyway.
Yes.
So it's not like, come here, let me sprinkle some pixie dust. You want to show your little pixie dust thing? Lord have mercy.
Oh, leave
My
her
wand.
alone. Come on.
That's very cute.
So when we were at her seminar, my daughter's back hurt very badly, and the massage therapist came up to her and said, he worked his way, here's a new chair, here's her pillow, and he kept giving and giving. This man was amazing.
Yes.
And towards the end, he said, may I touch you? And try and give you, and it was like with a China gel or a balm. But he asked for permission, which made me think of what you just said,
You have to ask
to
for
help her
permission.
heal. Which is what you must do. When your patients come to you, are they giving you the permission to
They
use
do,
your
but
energies?
what's interesting is, in most cases, there's things that can be resolved, and there are other times when the person thinks we can clear things, but their higher self says no. So it's always about asking the permission to do that within the universal laws.
So it's their free will can supersede what you want it. That's funny. I said that to you the other day.
Yes, you did.
It's the other's free will. If they don't want the help or they don't see it, then that supersedes anything you could do.
Right. And if they're not willing to really, to put in the effort, to put in the work into themselves. Because I think it's very easy to fall into the old pattern of doing the same thing over and over and over and having that same pattern versus breaking the pattern and creating the shift within yourself.
So tell us about your chakra system, and then we're going to talk about these amazing chocolate perfumes. Oh my gosh.
So the chakra system that I've developed, probably it's been 7 years now since I've had this system. It's a combination of essential oils that are infused with crystal energies, and they come with this beautiful brochure that explains the system, the science behind chakras, because a lot of people think it's just some kind of
So what
ancient
is the
wisdom.
science behind chakras?
So there was a scientist by the name of Dr. Valerie Hunt. She passed away in 2014. She was a pioneer in the field of bioenergy field. And she was the first one who was able to measure using specific instruments the existence of chakras based on and connect them to the emotions and physical organ systems in the body.
Amazing.
Yes.
So how many chakra areas are there?
So there is a lot, but I chose
You
to
work
only
with.
focus on 7 because
Okay.
the 7 are really linked to our existence on Earth, very basic kind of things. So the first 3 are linked to the Earth existence, and then we have the heart chakra that unites the Earth and then our spirituality, right? So that's a universal love. And then the other 3, the top 3, are linked to the throat, the expression, the universal knowledge, our higher wisdom and intellect. So all of those chakras are blends, and then they come with cards, and each card has a specific affirmation that you can use to meditate on. If you choose to do yoga pose, there's yoga exercises, and then of course it goes into explaining the location of each chakra, physical symptoms of imbalance. So if you are experiencing, for example, bloating, then that could bring your attention into, perhaps there's a specific chakra that's out of balance that I could work on.
That's me.
There you go.
Oh, if she went through the whole system, you'd want to take a bath in all of the oils because she went through everyone. And I was sitting next to Natalia, the Cravings boss, and I said, "Wait, I think I need them all." Because you started at your feet, at your root chakra.
Right.
I'm like, all right, we got that, and then we moved into the solar plexus, and we moved up. We got the heart. I think all up into even the throat, finding your voice in the color blue,
Right.
and saying what you need to say.
Right, speaking your truth without filtering, which I find it very interesting because a lot of women that I see have thyroid imbalance, and thyroid is linked to the throat chakra. And it's really where you don't use your voice in the right way, or you keep yourself from manifesting your truth, speaking your truth, and speaking without filtering what you truly feel from your heart.
And that one so resonated with me because I have Hashimoto's thyroid. So I've got hypothyroidism. So once we got to that point, Natalia and I looked at each other and went, I do say, holy smokes. We went, wow. Because that's what it is. Mm-hmm. And now look, now we talk to how many thousands of people a day. But up until that point, it was amazing what you had described. And the root chakras and the solar plexus, there was one for diabetes.
Right, so the solar plexus is linked to an organ system, which is pancreas. And that's really where, and also all the digestive issues that you might be having would be in that particular region. And a lot of times, so let's say you were blocking, you were giving your power away. So this chakra is linked to your power center, your will, your self-esteem, your self-worth. If you're giving your power away, right, or maybe you're too much in your ego. So too much or too little is not good. It's always about balancing them all. Then this chakra is also responsible for digesting life. So literally, digesting life. And if you are blocking that chakra, then eventually it can lead to type 2 diabetes.
That interesting.
Which is interesting.
And then the heart chakra sort of brings it all together.
Brings it together. So that one is linked for those, you want to know the symptoms of imbalance for that or what organ systems
Sure.
are related? Sure. So that would be heart, breasts for women. Carpal tunnel, which is interesting, is linked to heart chakra imbalance because our arms are an extension of our heart.
You like that one, don't you?
Wow.
Very nice.
That is nice.
And it's interesting because people who do energy healing work through their hands, but really it's through their hearts.
Well, they say that your hands lead you to your heart.
Right.
And it's interesting. Are there certain regions that are more powerful than others?
I think they're all powerful, and you cannot disconnect one from the other. Everything is one system. So you cannot focus just working on one thing in your body, thinking that everything else is not important.
Interesting.
And so she has the root chakra, and then she talks about your head. But there were two for the head, right? You had the
Right,
purple,
so one,
and then the...
right. So one is, I don't know, Gorham, do you want to talk about that?
But what?
Because to me, once you get past the throat, you've got the head. But you had two for the head.
Yes, we have the third eye chakra, which is beneath your eyebrows, and you have the lotus chakra.
And what's the difference between those?
The lotus chakra, which is on your top head, is more connected to the divine. This is how you really feel how you're connected to the divine and to your religion, actually.
And
To
the
your
third eye.
spirituality.
To your spirituality, yes.
So that's the top.
Right.
And that's the purple.
That's the purple one. And the other one, the dark blue one, is between your eyebrows. And this is about your vision, what you get, and how you perceive people and objects in your
intuition.
environment.
Your intuition.
Right.
Isn't that interesting?
Very.
Carol's looking at us like, oh, wow.
I love it. I love it all.
And then she works you through this whole meditation, and you can put the system on different body parts multiple times a day.
Yes. And you can choose to focus, if you'd like to, on one per day or several a day.
I'm telling you, I'm going to take a bath in all of them. Because we went through them all. But Gurm reads energy, so he looked and he says, all right, this, and this, which was amazing. And you work with energies with children and families. You had a pillow example you shared.
Right. So we do actually completely the same. Energy is for us the same. We have energy in our body, but we also perceive energy around us, and we feel energy also in systems. So for example, if you are in a room with a friend and another one comes to it, so the energy feels completely different and it changes. And you can also set up different constellations For families, if something is not working, the energy may not be good within the system. And then you can change the energy how it should be, that it is better.
How do you do that?
I can store energy in pillows, so I don't need the people there in person. I just connect to people, to their energy, put it in pillows, and you don't even see what this is, and you realize if you're attracted or if you are repulsed. And if you trust your feelings, you can deeper and deeper. You see images, you can sometimes smell, you can sense all the energy, and then you can set up the complete system. Sometimes, if people are very intuitive, they already can see how the person looks like, even if you have never seen that person before.
From the energies you put in the pillows.
Right.
Can you imagine looking at people's pillows where they sleep, what those energies must look like?
I know, right?
It doesn't matter. You can do it with everything. You can set up
Paper.
with plates, with
Really?
paper, whatever. You know, energy is everywhere. You can work on people in Australia if you're here, wherever. Energy is everywhere, and it's like the radio station. You just tune in the right wave.
Just
and then
tune
you
into
get
the light. See, Carol, you're it. You
Love
tune
it.
us all in. He tunes us in on energy.
I love
That's
it.
That's the deal. All right, listen, why don't we take a break?
Go to commercial?
Let's do we got to pay some bills. Natalia in Tampa says hi.
Oh, hi.
Okay,
Give
she's
us a call, 800-889-0267. Talk
Yes.
with Elena in Durham. Energy, chakras, all kinds of smells. We'll see you in a few.
All kinds of smells.
The smells we create. Sensory organs.
I will be right back.
Bye.
Please welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet network that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet television production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes and live streaming, as well as tape productions. Let AMP2 TV handle all of your television production needs. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP, the number 2.tv. Or call them at 1-866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
Have you ever had a business idea that you thought would be a great solution to tough challenges in today's world, but have no idea how to get started? You don't want to waste investment money on ideas that just don't work. Introducing Health and Wealth Seminars, a sophisticated advertising agency with over 40 years in the ad business. What makes Health and Wealth different from other agencies is they fit your product into the public's need. They help put together the strategy of your business before you commit thousands of dollars. And just find out those ideas just don't work. Health and Wealth Seminars carry advertising contracts, radio and television contracts, and even a production service contract that will cover all of your business needs. Call today, 954-303-9563, and let Health and Wealth Seminars carry your business to the next level. The number is 954-303-9563. And remember that what happens when you don't advertise is nothing. 954-303-9563 is the number you need to get your business started in the right direction.
Hi, it's Leah, here to tell you about Dr. Anthony Pinozzo. He's a pain specialist located in southern Palm Beach County, so if you or somebody that you know is suffering in pain, Dr. Pinozzo is the one you guys need to call. And make that call today, because living in pain is no way to go through life. Dr. Pinozzo has been in practice now for more than 49 years. He's treated more than 73,000 patients for pain. He's an expert when it comes to diagnosing the pain, and he has had huge turnarounds. In fact, people with living with scoliosis, he has had nearly a 100% turnaround. Lumbar pain as well. If you've got lower back pain, if you're suffering with migraines or flat feet pain, maybe pain in your elbows, your neck, your shoulders, Dr. Pinozzo can help you. And the greatest thing is he can help you without drugs, without surgery, and without having to go through weeks and months of rehabilitation. Give him a call today. Set up an appointment. It's 561-381-5800. Tune into his show Sundays, 11 to noon.
Know your body, gain control of your health, transform your life. If your body could talk, what would it tell you? At DexaFit, they show you how to take control of your health and fitness to live a happier, more fulfilling life. Since 2011, DexaFit has measured thousands of clients' body composition and fitness performance levels across the country. Hormones, metabolic health, and cardio fitness all play a significant role in your energy levels, your sleep quality, and overall well-being. With their proven methods of measure, track, and discover, they show you how your body composition, cardio fitness, and metabolic health compare to your optimal level. They make sure you're continuing to make progress and follow the best nutrition and fitness plans for your body type. At DexaFit, the goal is to help you identify and understand the health and fitness of how to transform your body to meet your individual goals, break through your plateaus, and take the guesswork out. Improve your energy levels, sleep, and weight. Discover what's holding you back. Call 561-923-8833. DexaFit is conveniently located at 2499 Glades Road in Boca Raton. For more information, contact them at boca@dexafit.com or schedule an appointment online at dexafit.com. Identify your health risks and optimize longevity and fitness. Call 561-923-8833 and mention this ad for special pricing.
Is your child's tablet time greater than engaged activity time? Are you seeking better wellness strategies for your family? Do you want to redefine what your family's quality time looks like? At New Dawn Health Solutions, we focus on the 4 pillars of health coaching: lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition to create a balanced approach to wellness. Together, we will open the conversation with you and your children on ways to empower healthy eating, increase physical activity, and set goals. Let's talk about the issues that are important to your family's health. Give New Dawn Health Solutions a call at 561-901-2854 or email us at dawn@newdawnhealthsolutions.com.
You're lunching with 2 boys from Brooklyn who invite you to advertise on the show. Share your good news. Just call 866-224-5422 and get all the information. There are plenty of options, and this could be a great chance to get the word out about your business or service. That's 866-224-5422. Now let's get back to those 2 boys from Brooklyn.
The magic wands, I use it in my session.
There goes my throat chakra. And we are back. So much to say.
Listen.
This
Let's talk
segment is
about
sponsored by Dr. Anthony Needles Pinoza. Gets rid of pain in a snap.
He likes that.
Give Dr. P a call at 561-381-5800. He has a show tonight on Universe Channel 19,
Yes, he
his
does.
reality show. What time?
6 to 6:30.
6 to 6:30. Thank you, Dr. P. Also to DexaFit, train smarter, not harder, the gold standard in body composition and metabolic analysis. Give them a call in Boca, 561-923-8833. Ask for Joanne. Tell them we sent you from 2 boys from Brooklyn and Dawn.
And if you do that, we'll have a
You
gift
have a
card
gift
for
for
you.
them?
A gift, yeah.
Just let them know that we
Just
sent
let
you
them
and
know.
have Joanne give us a call. Also, big news, jewelry show, International Jewelry and Antique Show is at the West Palm Beach Convention Center starting today. Today through the 5th. Mention David Rosenberg's name and get 2 tickets to enter. Stop by and see Dave and mention our name, and you get a free pouch for the jewels, and you will want to fill that pouch, I guarantee.
And Alexa would call us because we want to send everybody from the Women's Expo there.
We're going to do that. And then World Stem Cell Summit will be live streaming at next week, Tuesday through Friday at the West Palm Beach Convention Center. Tuesday is open to the public, so stop by and that. More information to come.
Yes, as soon as we get.
Phew! Big news is coming. We've got Elena and we have Gurram, holistic and energy healing. And so many things. We're running out of time. We almost need a second hour just to
cover
chat
this.
with them.
They have a lot of material to cover, but I want to talk a little bit what we talked about off the camera.
Freddie has a good question for Gurram.
About how come more men aren't involved in what's going on?
That's actually a good question. And, I went through a lot of spiritual seminars, and more than 90% are women, and I ask me the question all the times. But when I went deeper and deeper, I realized, okay, we have 2 different types of brain parts, hemispheres, the left and the right. And they are completely different, working different. The left type is more the rational, logical part, which is more belonging to the male.
For sure. I don't have that part.
And the right is more the creative, intuitive part, which is more the woman. And normally, if we want to live our full potential, this has to be synchronized, and both parts of the brain, because they are belonging to us, should work in the same power, same potential.
Again, balance, yeah.
Balance, right. So if we are stressed, always the brain, who is stronger, takes over. So for the man, it's the left part, and for the women, it's more the right part of the brain. And this is also, if men are working more with the left part, they don't go to this intuitive seminars, and they don't dive into it. Women are already intuitive. So,
But wait a minute, that's an interesting observation. Men don't openly want you to know that they can be sensitive. But
right.
men,
Or intuitive.
or intuitive, but men then want you to know that they are. I mean, it's like the most crazy stuff in the world I've ever seen. They want you to know, hey, listen,
I'm
I got
sensitive.
this. I'm sensitive. I do cry in the dark. But then they'll go, I don't do that. I mean, it's like flip-flopping. There's no balance. One side is always up and the other one is down. It's like the yin and the yang of life.
But what brought you to the intuitive world?
Pardon?
To come forward.
Why did you come
Why did you
forward?
come forward?
I got some topics in my life that I needed to, you know. I had stumbled over so many things in my life, and which forced me to come closer and closer and to trust myself. I was actually a very male man. I needed logic. I need to know black or white, right or wrong. There was nothing in between. There was not gray, nothing else. And that's why I studied mathematics, chemistry, and then I promised myself, okay, I really want to know why the world is existing, why I am on the world, and that's why I studied for 6.5 years geology. And after 1 year, I noticed that geology and science cannot tell me all the truth. So again, I had to work on my own and find my own truth. So there is some truth outside, but there is a bigger truth inside. And I promised myself, by the end of my last day, I really want to do everything that I get my truth and my experience. And the best question is to ask why. I always ask, why is this? And the next time I get an answer, I question this answer again and go deeper and deeper until I come to my own truth. So I did this for over 3 years. I ask, why is 1 + 1 2? Obviously, it's 2. But I question, why is it 2? And I got an answer and I got deeper. And I also asked why I'm on Earth, and I got an answer. And this is, if you go deeper and deeper, you cannot just explain it. You have to feel it with your senses, and then you come deeper and deeper. And then you get, if you're very good, you get just one word, and this word makes out your whole life. And after 3 years, I got my
You got
word.
your word. Yeah, it's so interesting because you look at it from the logical side. Questions, why does 1 + 1 = 2?
That's right.
The logic, the science,
Yeah,
that part.
I don't do that part.
You don't do that part. I don't do that part because I've stopped asking why. So when I left one of the studios yesterday, I looked up and there was this beautiful woman's face. So I took a picture, and once the picture captured, it was an angel. I didn't ask why. I just accepted it that it was a gift. But maybe that's the creative, non-logical part of my brain. If I asked why, I don't think I would ever find that answer. So I think that's where, well, what do you think, Elena? Because you're thinking you don't do the logical side of it either.
I mean, I go with my intuitive feeling that first.
Do you?
I do.
You
I
never,
do.
you never jump
I
off
did.
that mountain and say this is going to work out?
Well, it depends what I'm working on. So if I'm creating something like a perfume, I can never use logic in creating that.
Well, let's talk about your perfumes because we only have a few minutes left. We talked about your chakra system. You have a chocolate elixir and a chocolate perfume. Oh man, I wish we had smell-o-vision, Willy Wonka,
I know.
because it would be incredible.
So the way that natural perfumes are created, of course, they're created with essential oils, absolutes, and different extracts, floral, plant extracts. So a lot of times I get inspired by perhaps 2 ingredients or 1. In this case, it was chocolate because I love chocolate. So it's really about flowing and trusting. It's sort of like composing, I guess, a symphony, right? Or a piece of music, or for a poet writing a poem.
Symphony.
You just flow with your intuitive, completely with your feelings. There are some formulas that are involved in perfume making, and that's always about balancing the right amount of notes at the top, middle, and base. So let's say if you're creating a natural perfume, if you have 10 drops at the base, it should be 10 drops in the middle and at the top, right? So that is...
And who taught you all this?
So I actually studied with an incredible teacher in California, Mandy Eftel. Mandy, if you're hearing me, I'm talking about you. She is the most incredible teacher, and probably one of the first people to bring natural ingredients back into the perfume industry and creating 100% natural perfumes.
So your chocolate elixir, your chocolate perfume, do they have a purpose as a chakra, as an energy, as a healing, or just to enjoy?
It's for you to enjoy, but at the same time, when you're not using synthetic harmful ingredients, what you're doing is you're connecting to your senses. You're allowing your body to receive more light.
Things happen. You
Kind
put
of
that
like
stuff
Sarah
on.
sprays.
You
Yes.
put some. No, not Sarah sprays is a whole different dimension.
Yeah,
Those
you
are
go backwards on those.
whole different realm. No, what it is balance. I
But-
put too much and it's out of balance, out of whack.
So the chocolate elixir, I absolutely love. It's probably one of my favorite products because you can use it on your face and body. And what I love about it, to me, it connects, for those who love chocolate, it connects to the same brain senses as if you were to eat it. So it can actually satisfy your cravings just by putting it on.
I know. I want to go eat now.
It releases endorphins.
That's correct. It releases endorphins. Yes.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yes.
Because the other one, what was the name of the other?
The
Not
perfume?
the chocolate, the other
The
one.
perfume.
Yeah,
It's a
that
chocolate
one.
perfume.
Oh, was it chocolate? No, is it?
It has chocolate as one of the ingredients. in it.
Really?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you, I smell oranges.
You hungry now?
I'm starving. But the funny
You smell
thing,
oranges. Funny.
but the funny thing is that it captivates and opens up your senses to other things. I can see 100 different uses for this.
Yes.
So I mean, I just smelled it for a minute, right? So, is everyone affected different? We got a minute. We got a minute left.
We got two.
Two.
Is people affected differently?
By different smells.
Yes.
Of course. Yes.
Secret of the universe.
Where can people find you?
Holistic.com.
Easy enough.
That's
Yes.
simple.
Phone number or just
Phone
website?
number as well. Website.
Seminar coming up when?
We have a seminar coming up December 16th. Chakra seminar
In Tampa.
in Tampa, Florida.
And you won't wanna
Palm
miss it.
Harbor. Sorry, Palm Harbor,
Harbor, okay.
Florida.
I'll be in Orlando. She'll be graduating.
Oh, great.
Palm Harbor's not too far away.
I know. I'm thinking way ahead of you.
It's going to be on Friday evening from 6 to 8.
I can't make it because I'm
Graduation.
Graduation 6 to 8.
Oh my
we'll
gosh.
do more of them.
Thank you, Elena. Thank you, Gurm. Oh
Thank
my
you so
gosh, so
much.
excited to have you guys on
Very
our
nice,
coast.
very nice.
Double shot coming up on Two Broads from Boca tonight at 7 o'clock. Tune in for more. 95.3 FM and 1470
What time?
AM, 7 to 7:30. Also live streaming on Two Broads from Boca on Facebook and AMP too.
And maybe we'll have it in Periscope.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Holistic.com. Check it out. Have a beautiful day. What is today?
Hold on.
Wednesday.
Well, who do we got tomorrow? Oh, no, we don't have tomorrow. What do we got Friday?
Friday we have Dylan, and I'm hoping we have the man from Bentley Rolls-Royce.
I'm telling you, he ain't
Raymond
coming out
Rolls-Royce.
if he don't pick me up in that Bentley.
Well,
I'm
then
telling
you must
telling
pick
you,
me up
telling
too.
you. No, he can pick you up first. I don't
Okay.
care. I just want to go in the car.
So we have Dylan from Spotlight Media on Friday. Tomorrow we'll be getting ready for our summits. And we'll see you Friday. Same time, same place. Tune in. Have a beautiful day.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today's lunch break with two boys from Brooklyn. You're invited to join the break every day, Monday through Friday at 12 noon. So, if you missed some of the good stuff they served up today, there's more coming next time. Bring your lunch and the boys from Brooklyn will bring the smiles. And it's all live. See you next time. Now go and enjoy the rest of your day.
WBZT West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.